So here is our pizza making video. We made pizza yesterday. We do this quite often, at least twice a month, sometimes once a week. We really enjoy it. The kids love it. It's tasty. It doesn't use a lot of dishes to cook or for settings because we just use tin foil. So that's what I like about it. This is Layla reading her pizza parlor menu. She got a book called Make Your Own Pizzeria, and she really had a lot of fun, and so she was excited to use her menu and the pizza dough recipe in it and pretend that she was running her little pizzeria. So that was fun. So anyway, while you guys watch the story of our little make your own pizza adventure, I'm going to tell you the story of why we want to homeschool. So I guess I'll start with why we have never homeschooled before, or why the thought really hasn't been a possibility for me. It's because whenever I thought of homeschooling, I thought I couldn't do it. I thought I had to be a superhuman, amazing superhero mom to be able to homeschool. I envisioned that homeschooling meant teaching each one of my kids every single subject that's taught in school in a very school-like manner, with a planned lesson and work, and I just thought I wasn't organized enough. I thought I didn't know enough about every subject to plan this, and that I just never thought it was a possibility for me. I always really looked up to people, and still do, for homeschooling, and thought they were amazing superhumans. So I never really looked into it, and homeschooling, or not homeschool, but public school is going pretty well for us. I mean, the kids always had pretty good teachers, and things went pretty well, except for Nicholas, my 13-year-old boy. He has always struggled in school a little bit, just with some social anxieties that he has, and a few little learning disabilities. This picture was funny of Elon. Hopefully you can hear my kids arguing in the background. Lest you think that it's all fun and games here. Oh no, there's lots of arguing and fighting. Okay, anyway. So I always thought, well, as a last resort, I guess maybe I could possibly homeschool if public school absolutely was not working for us. So yeah, those were my thoughts. But it's just changed recently because my youngest is in preschool right now, and we can't afford preschool. So I thought, well, I'll just do homeschool for him. Like, all my other kids are gone, it's just me and him, and I think I can handle that. And it's not a ton of things to teach, right? And so this year I started homeschooling him for preschool, and it was kind of hit and miss here and there. I mean, I put some little lessons together. We practiced our ABCs and numbers and things like that, but I wasn't being very consistent with it. And my sister, my awesome, wonderful sister, who has homeschooled her kids, she said, hey, well, why don't you try the Good and the Beautiful preschool lesson? She's tried it before and she really liked it, and it's not a huge investment, only like $30 or $35. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So I went ahead and got on the website and ordered the Good and the Beautiful lesson for him, and oh my goodness, we loved it. It's so easy. We just open it up and everything's there. No prep time, no like organizational things. I just open this book and we do these fun activities together, and it teaches him so much. And this video is not sponsored by the Good and Beautiful, by the way. I really like it and just wanted to share, because this is kind of what got me thinking, hey, maybe I can do homeschool. I didn't know there was curriculum like this that didn't require a bunch of planning. It's called Open and Go. You just literally open it and you go, and you teach and you learn with your kids. And I really, really liked it. So yeah, that was going really well. And then some things on the other end were not going really well. We made a move across the country, and a couple of my kids were having a really hard time adjusting. My 9-year-old son would actually cry almost every morning cry and throw a fit saying how he did not want to go to school. And me and my husband just attributed it to the move and to a new school, new situation, just adjusting. But man, it happened a lot. And it wasn't just crying, it was running up to his room and locking the door and jamming it with building blocks so that I could not open it and come in, because he really just did not want to go to school. And then my little Layla, who's 7 years old. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video here. All right, so here's our little break from pizza. Here's Layla on the stage, performing her first solo. She was little Pinocchio. Anyway, she loves dancing. She is very talented at dancing. She works really hard when she's at dance. And I think it's really healthy for her to have something that she loves so much and something that she puts her heart and soul into and works really hard at. Like, I think everyone should find something that they really want to work at. She loves being on the stage. Being on the stage is her favorite thing. And here she is doing her little tap dance. So she's the one in the pink that's going to stand up and really shake back and forth as she waves. She's so cute. Okay, so anyway, she loves to dance. She's the first one here leading her group out for her ballet performance. And she danced with Lifehouse Performing Arts, and I loved it because it really focused on the performances and not competitions, and she really grew and really loved it. But last year, at the end of the school year, she told me that she did not want to do dance anymore, which really made me sad. It made her teacher really sad too, the director of the studio, because she just noticed how hard Layla worked, and she's just such a good student who really has that work ethic and that talent. And I didn't know why she wanted to quit. I talked to her about it, and she finally told me that the reason she wanted to quit is she didn't spend enough time at home. She went to school all day long and then came home and went to dance, and she didn't have enough time at home. And she told me this through her little cute, almost teary voice, and it really touched my heart. And I thought, well, I'm not going to encourage her to dance if she just wants to be home. But I didn't think of the other option, which was, okay, well, let's just quit school and do homeschool. That thought didn't come into my mind at that point, but now it has come into my mind. So anyway, she's quit dance. She doesn't do dance anymore, even though she absolutely loved it. But the thing that really, really hit me was my son, Nicholas. He, like I said, has always struggled with school, but we've just kind of pushed through it. But the other day, earlier this year, I saw something that just really touched my mama heart and let me know that, you know what, this isn't working. So here's Nicholas's room. Anyway, I was looking at some homework that he had completed, just checking it off, and it was this homework coming up right here. How I see myself. So I was just looking through, what he wrote, and this right here really hit me, that he thought he was not smart. And at that moment, I knew that public school wasn't working for us, wasn't working for him, and that something needed to change. I didn't want him thinking that he wasn't smart, because he is smart. No one wants their child to think that they're not smart. And, these other things just built up to that point. And since I had the good experience with Elam, and doing the preschool with him, I actually thought, you know what, I can do this. And I want to do this. And just this change, it was almost like this instant change. It was like I went from no, I could never homeschool, it's too much, I'm not organized enough, I can't do it, to yes, I want to homeschool, this is what I want to do. And so I did tons and tons of research about homeschooling, like at least 2 or 3 hours, 4 probably, every single day, just scouring the internet, just reading books and listening to audiobooks and finding out everything I could about homeschooling. And this mighty change just came into my heart. And I knew that homeschooling was the answer for us. It was the answer for not only Nicholas to realize that yes, he is smart and yes, he can do amazing things, but for Layla, for hers, that yeah, she can spend time at home and she can learn all she needs to learn and also have time to do dance if she wants to do dance. And for Stephen, really validating his concerns and not just overlooking it and saying, oh, he's just throwing a fit, he'll get over it. But that he really does want to go to school here at home and not leave every day and be gone all day. And so that's why that was the change. That's why we want to homeschool. Yeah, my husband, who is a wonderful father, wonderful husband, he's just super busy right now with his work. He's a tax accountant, and with the deadline being moved to June, it's not a good thing for us because he gets 2 extra months of busy season, yay! Anyway, he just hasn't had time to do some research and really think about what homeschooling can be. But so anyway, we're hoping that he'll jump on board and that we can be official homeschoolers. Thanks for watching.